What it do, baby? Doug the Oof here. Man, first of all, I know it's been a long time since you've all seen me sit down in a chair and get to work on a video. But this video is probably going to be like one of the most important videos I've ever done. Today, we are going to be opening the Pokemon TFG Next Quest Booster Packs. Not TCG, TFG, meaning the trading figure game. So, like, while I kind of get myself together and pop these open, it's story time. So, I remember first seeing these, and I'm like, oh my god. And like, little baby Doug, like, oh man, those are so cool. And I remember what had happened was Speed Stacks had also come out around this time, right? So while Toys R Us was still a thing, we were gonna go find some Speed Stacks. They did not have them, so Mom was just like, just find anything else, I guess. And I came across an Absol from the TFG. And like, I thought it was the coolest thing, like seeing the figure spin around, like the whole fact that the figure could move around the board. Like it was unlike anything I've ever seen. So I honestly have no idea what possibly could be in these. I ordered these off of eBay, so I'll make sure to leave the links to all of that in the description, as well as the seller. Like the seller was super kind and super generous, so I definitely think it would be worth it if you are kind of into very obscure Pokemon things like this. So we're gonna open our first pack. It's gonna be the Pikachu. Oh, dude, check this out. Oh, this is so awesome. So we have Corsola. And then, what do you know? Pikachu's in there. I mean, like, you have got to admire these. These are amazing. So for a little more context on the TFG, it didn't last very long. At all. So there was this set, Next Quest. So like anybody who was into it, like that's the main set you would know about and would have purchased. After that comes Groundbreakers. Now that was the second set. However, due to the decline of the TFG, that one never officially released. Last is an unnamed third set. So figures are ready for this set and everything. They just never like officially got released. You can get your hands on them from places like eBay, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we're about to get ready to pop into our second pack, and Zard is on this one. I'm so glad to be opening these. Like, this is way too awesome. Okay, so we got Meryl. Look at Meryl. Look at this. Like, you gotta love him. And then we can get it open. Like, I'm trying to be real careful because these figures are also infamous for being very fragile. Like, luckily, like my shipper took extra good care of them. Oh, we got Dratini. It looks like it's got a little bit of a smudge, but like the figure is, for the most part, they're intact. Like you are not missing out on anything. Like from the detail of these figures, they are gorgeous. And then for our last pack, we are going to be digging into a Groudon. Now, I like honestly, I wasn't pulling these like expecting any like amazing pulls. I just wanted them because I love the TFG. Oh, that's another thing. Pokemon Duel. So that mobile game was based off of the Pokemon TFG. Now I won't lie to you. I'm pretty infamous for not being able to stick to mobile games. And Pokemon Duel is legitimately a game that I regret not committing to it, right? Because I love the Pokemon TFG, like I liked it for what it was. Then I played it and then kind of realized, oh, this must be why it didn't do so well. And so out of the Groudon pack, we have Abra. And then check this out. We have gotten our hands on another Pikachu. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm just glad to be opening these. These are awesome. So let's recap, right? We have 2 Pikachus. Then we got Corsola. And we got Meryl. And then we have Abra. And we have Dratini. So, more than Pokemon like TFG and Duel, like the main, if you couldn't tell already, the main gimmick of the TFG is the fact that your moves were random. So you would spin the figure and it would land on a certain move, and that's what you get. So victory was never necessarily guaranteed. Like the whole tide of the battle could change on a whim. And then I feel like with the Pokemon Duel, like that was even more so true. I mean, because like these figures are crazy. And like they only release more and more updates for them. Now, towards the beginning, most of the figures were like pretty balanced. So if you had something like let's say this apple, right? Like it wouldn't be affected too much. But say something like Reshiram. Like I remember Reshiram had an ability where you couldn't use it immediately in the duel. Like you had to wait out turns before you could use it. So you had to decide, do I want to use these stronger Pokemon, but also lose out on like a faster victory? Or do I actually want to use these stronger figures and then go for that in-game push? So it really was a catch-22. However, as the game progressed more and more, like naturally power creep set in. So like none of those restrictions were there, and the figures just kind of got more and more busted. But enough of that. The seller was also generous enough to actually give us the spinners. So about the spinners, right? Like if you were to go buy these in the store, they would not have actually come with them. So, I mean, short story, I was actually panicking, like, to the seller. I'm like, wait. Because I watched the video. I'm like, wait a minute. They don't come with the spinners. What am I supposed to do? And then the seller was like, dude, it's fine. I made sure they came with the spinners. And as a matter of fact, he was like, what color do you want? I'll make sure to give them to you. And, like, the seller was so awesome. He gave me both the black and the white bases. So if you were one player, you'd be using the black, and then the other player would be using the white. So while you're watching, I'm going to make sure you can see how these are assembled. So this is the base. And then the figure goes like on that thing in the center. So you can already see like it's spinning on that just fine. And then last, you need to make sure you put on the ring so that like nothing happens to it. Basically, it locks it in place. And then it also has the arrow so you actually know what your attack landed on. So right. So let's say Pikachu's in the battle, right? There's our arrow. And so we spin it. And I know y'all can see that. But we narrowly landed on Thunderbolt. Narrowly. I think in another video, I would definitely like to go over things like the rules. Just for a modern audience. Because I think you all would appreciate that. But this is awesome. This is so awesome. Never in my life did I think I would be able to open these again. And I really just think it says a lot about all the things that have been going on in life in general. Like even throughout the hard times and the struggles, that there are still plenty of opportunities and golden like memories that you can make. So if you have a dream, go for it. If there's something you want, go for it. No matter if it's like a dream that's way up here or there's something simple way down here. Just do it. Just go for it. And honestly, I'm in it with that. Because this is probably the longest video I've done in a long time. But I love the TFG. And I hope that I can kind of maybe influence a new audience to get into it. Who knows? Like the TCG is like on a big rise, as you all can see, but I also want to give some love to the more obscure series. So I'm out of here, baby. Oh, Frankie action.